In my experience, 10x quality gets 100x results. And there's many different approaches to research and tools that will help you do that, and AI is one of them.
Today, I'm speaking with Andy Crestodina. Andy is CMO and the co-founder of Orbit Media Studios. He's an international speaker on the topic of AI. Andy, you're so welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me. I love the topic. I'm excited to be here.
So what's your perspective? Why do you love AI? Why should people use it?
My obsession is to produce content that is just of disarmingly, surprisingly higher quality than my competitors. So to publish things that are like 10x quality, I find AI to be useful to help me find things that I missed, to suggest subtopics and answer related questions. So what I've learned to do, first, train AI on your audience by uploading your personas or by using a persona prompt to teach it who your target audience is. Then give it a draft of an article or give it a web page or give it an email or give it a social post or whatever you're doing and ask, what are the ways in which this meets or does not meet the expectations of my audience? And it will tell you. It will tell you if you missed something. So persona-driven, AI-powered gap analysis is a fantastic way to just see if, to make every article a little better. It's not writing anything for me. It's simply finding opportunities to improve quality. I don't know why I wouldn't do that. It's fast in many cases, but my point isn't to save time. In my experience, 10x quality gets 100x results. And there's many different approaches to research and tools that will help you do that, and AI is one of them.
And of course, you can use AI to help you create the persona in the first place.
That persona prompt, Louise, is the magic trick for me. I could, and it's not that complex. The prompt sounds like this. Build me a persona of a job title with roles and responsibilities at industry, company, geography. This person is looking for help with challenge or problem or task and is considering product or service. So just fill in those blanks. And then the second half of the prompt says this: list their hopes and dreams, their fears and concerns, their emotional triggers, and their decision criteria for selecting a company like mine.
Wow.
It will tell you 80% correct, 20% garbage. It will be inaccurate. That's fine. And then improve it, right? But it'll give you a persona. It will probably, I'm doing this in ChatGPT, which for some reason always names the persona Alex. It'll probably be named Alex. I do this for clients every day or just people I meet, and you do it and then start prompting it with help me with ideas or review this web page or tell me what topics this person might like or what social streams that they might be watching or what keywords they might search for. Everything else that you do is far greater quality because it's focused on your audience. I mean, we're doing marketing here, right? So teach it on your target audience, and then just as you would with anything else, you have a chance of connecting in a much better way.
So every time you create a lead magnet, an ebook, a gift, a landing page, a web page, a product, a service,
a social post, an email, an article, a headline, and it will just give you a perspective. And you're the expert. It may not be useful. You may totally disregard it, but it took you 4 minutes. I'm sorry, but I can't think of a reason not to do that.
Absolutely.
Let's all do that.
Yeah, exactly. So what I find as well is that it just means that I can get through way more work, and my team, like our productivity is just skyrocketed. Tools like descript.com for like editing video just blows the mind, or taking the transcript from a video and using it to create multiple pieces of content.
I completely agree. Efficiency is one of the big gains, and everyone's excited about that. Another way to put what you just said, though, is that AI is a skills leveler. So someone who's not a Louise or an Andy can quickly do things that we can do, like identify gaps or, repurpose content or, find the best soundbite. That's another fun trick. If you take a transcript and upload it to AI and say, what is the most compelling soundbite from this conversation? And then go use that as the social post. You could take this transcript, upload it to AI and say, tell me what the most counterintuitive perspective that Andy and Louise talked about, or tell me what is the juiciest soundbite or the most unexpected statistic or the thing that will most likely trigger engagement and attention because it is unexpected or surprising or funny. It analyzes the text. It's lovely at that, right? It's an incredible tool for pulling out those juicy nuggets.
I also agree with you when you say that if you don't prompt it properly, it just gives you average information too. Let's say when I have a transcript of a video, if I ask it to give me something, it's usually absolutely rubbish. Whereas if I prompt it to say, what did Andy say about? Or, if I ask very specific questions, especially if the transcript is quite long, that's when you're like, oh, look at this. Look, this is gold dust. This is going to save me so much time. It's not that you couldn't have done it. It would have taken you a few hours.
Hours, literally. Yeah. I
Brilliant.
find that social media actually is, if you ask it to write social media posts, they're very spammy. I mean, they're sort of aggressive, like so over the top emojis and, words that I would never write. I use ChatGPT almost all, that's my main tool, of course, but there's a way to give it a tiny custom instruction to tell it words to avoid because I don't ever write unlock the secrets of AI for podcast transcript. Like unlock the secrets, like I don't write that way. That doesn't sound like me. So you put it in there, right? And then you train it. So you train it on two things: train it to be like your audience, and train it to be like you.
Yeah.
And when you do that, it works quite well.
The more that people use tools like ChatGPT, the more that you can spot it. You know,
It is exactly.
and if you can spot it, or if your customer can spot it, they just won't, I wouldn't even read it. So how can you differentiate your content from AI? How can you
Oh,
stand out?
I've talked about this recently. I'll give you an answer that I've used lately. First of all, AI can't throw a punch. It doesn't have a perspective or an opinion. So take a stand, share a belief. So, for example, I just said the word synergy. Synergy is a dumb word. It's garbage. It's corporate jargon. We should all stop using the word synergy. That sentence, that sentence AI could never write because it's my point of view and AI has no opinions. Number two, collaborate. Do what we're doing now. Reach out to people, talk, schedule time. Let's include others in our content. Use interviews and contributor quotes and roundups. AI can't really do that because AI has no friends. Number three, press the record button. Share a summary of that thing you made or make a video of you with your genuine body language, tone of voice. AI can't do that because AI has no face. So those are three ways that anybody can differentiate their content. Make strong opinion statements and publish op-ed, or at least just take a stand even on a mundane topic. Collaborate with others and produce video. So those are three ways. When you see it, that's not AI. That's Andy. That's Louise. That's a point of view, or that's a conversation. As generating text, very well, and that's lovely, but it doesn't produce collaborative and highly visual content well at all.
Okay, brilliant. Look, I have found this fascinating. I'm fascinated by the topic in general. If anyone's tuning in here and you have any perspective to share, be sure to tag me. Be sure to tag Andy. We'd love to hear what you think.
This was fantastic. I never get to talk about the big picture, and I feel like we covered a lot.
Oh, great. Look, it's been a pleasure. Thank you so much.
Thank you.